This is Matthew Williams from MW Racing, just giving our monthly update on what's been going on in the stable and what's happening for the next few weeks. I was fortunate enough the last few days to be up in Darwin for a few days of warmth up there with a few local lads, and a great time was had by all, except for of course on Cup Day was devastating with the jockey Simone Montgomery falling, and that certainly put a sober moment all over the track, and it was good to see the Darwin Turf Club and that really get behind her daughter and get a bit of a trust fund going there, and then all the jockeys and owners that have supported as well. Has been great to see how the industry does pull together. But we're back now in certainly wet conditions down here at Warrnambool at the moment. I think we had about 70 mil while I was away, and with races being cancelled all over the state at the moment. Warrnambool goes to meeting on Sunday, goes to Coleraine, and Chichura now over at Matoa, and Bendigo of course was called off today. Stable's been ticking along pretty well with Lucky on Barefoot. He's been in good form of late after his win at Sandown. He went to Caulfield and ran a good fourth there, hitting the line very well, just got out a bit late. Then he went to Moonee Valley, and while I was up in Darwin, and Sarah and Jen had done a good job there with him. He runs second, finished off really good again. Just probably race wasn't really run to suit. He likes a bit of tempo in his races, and it was quite slowly run the first half mile, and the leader kicked and won. He'll now head to Caulfield next Sunday over a mile again, and hopefully, we just sort of haven't been able to get the wet conditions to suit. We've been sort of our races have been just on the wrong weekend, and just sort of been getting those four dead fives. But it'd be good to get him back onto a slow, heavy track, because he's certainly better suited on that rain-affected ground. Ticket to Toorak also kicked off the other day. Was always going to be a bit of a no race for him over the 1,000 metres. We sort of knew that he'd be run off his feet with Clever Dude and that, but we really wanted to get him started just to get a run and get some fitness under his belt, race fitness, have him ready for a couple of races we've got lined up. He'll go to Sandown now on the 21st, so I'm going to step him straight to 1,400 off that run, and we'll just step his work up a bit here at home, and I think he'll be better suited at that tempo where he gets a chance to travel and quicken up and finish off. And he's certainly the wet track. If it was still wet on Wednesday week, that certainly wouldn't hurt his chances either. He has a little bit of a liking for some soft ground. Right, you were sort of a little with races with him. There's a listed race at Flemington on the 7th of September over 1,400, and the Stud Stakes at the Valley on the 27th is a race that we think we might tackle those couple of listed races, and if he's going good enough, we'll have a crack at something a bit higher again, but probably just think at this stage that's probably where he's best placed. At Donald a few weeks ago, we had Lily Coombe, who's our new apprentice, had her first race rides up there. She had two rides for us on Manatilla and Wallari. I thought she rode, Manatilla was her first ride and copped a fair bit of interference after they'd went a few hundred metres, and she sort of got the backwash of what was going on up front, and certainly probably for a first race ride is not ideal, but she bounced back from that well, Lily, and rode Wallari very well to suit the track. Was finishing off well out wide, and was pleased with how Lily went, and she's now on loan up at Brett Kavanagh's for 3 months up at Albury. She can have a few months just punching a few around up there, and Brett's got a few old handicappers and that, which he said be good to get the claim. And Lily being originally from Albury, Brett knows her well, and it'd be good to get just 3 months of experience up there, or do Lily the world of good for when she comes back around November, December time, and I'm sure she'll punch home plenty of winners over Christmas. At the moment, we're just going through a stage where we've got a lot of young horses in the stable. We've actually had a bit of a changeover period the last few months, with a few older horses being sold and retired, and pretty much full of 2 and 3 year olds our stable at the moment, and a few of them have kicked off. There hasn't been a lot of 3-year-old races around for the young horses at the moment, and we've had to travel up to Swan Hill with them. We had a couple of good runs the other day. It was Artie Shaw's and Artie Schiller gelding having his first start. He's half brother to Gene Soon horse we had, and his run was really good. He finished off great, and he'll go back to Swan Hill next week over 1200 with blinkers on, and I'm sure he'll be much improved and better suited at that trip. Bell Witness, he went up there. I was quite pleased with his run. He just had the horse on his outside, laying a bit over him most of the way, and he was just a little bit intimidated by all that. I'm sure the blinkers will go on him, and he'll probably go to the Geelong Synthetic. He's be better suited at the 1000 Friday week. We head back up there again this Monday with Artie Shaw, and also 2 first starters, Sleep On It and a horse by Ad Valorem, who we quite like. He's probably also just might take a run or two just to really hit his straps, but he gives us a good feel at home and finishes his work off really good, and his trials we've been quite pleased with, so expect a good run from him. And probably the other horse is a very similar sort of horse, Bell Cielo. He's a Ballesprit gelding out of Sarah Cielo, good little mare that we had. And yeah, he's probably shown the same, that he'll certainly be better once he gets a little bit of racing under his belt, but shows good ability, and we're looking forward to kicking them 2 boys off up there. We're just at the moment, other runners for the weekend was Coleraine on Sunday, which is the Woonable meeting. Hollow Log, he goes to the 1400 metre maiden there. His last run at Donald was really good. He finished off great over the 1200, and probably would have been better suited if the races had been at Woonable. Just the heavy ground he seems to really like, and a bigger track where they could get home would probably suit him better. But if you can have a little bit of luck in running, I'm sure he'll be hitting the line hard. It's just sometimes Coleraine a little bit hard to make ground up there, but expect a good run from him. Wallari and Perfect J, they both go to Coleraine as well, and I'm sure Wallari can be much improved off her run at Donald fitness-wise, and I'm sure she'll be very hard to beat in the 64 1400. And Perfect J was the first start for us the other day at Donald, but I was very pleased with her run. I thought she hit the line good. When she was back in the ruck a little bit, she didn't like the kickback too much, but when she got out in the clear, her run was quite good. But might have been just a fresh first up run with her, and maybe wait and see with this run again. But I'm sure when she gets out over a mile, she'll be better suited again, third up. Just with our horse sales, that with the Northern Media Colt, he's now completely full. He soon filled up after the passing of Northern Media, which was a big blow for Widden Stud. He took out the 2-year-old first season size on winners and on stakes money as well, and he was a stand that we certainly had held in high regard, as we had a mare, actually Banbury Maeve was going up to be served by Northern Media, so we had to change course with her, and she will now head to Testarossa. Other mares, Tina's Debut, she'll go to Testarossa this year. She's got a Turak Toffin foal inside her. Deserton's got a Von Costa de Hero inside her, and she heads to Ballesprit. And Flying Tessie, a good little mare of ours, she had a lovely filly by Von Costa de Hero on Tuesday morning, and all seems to be going well there. She's apparently, from all reports, being a good mother and doing everything right, so she was to go to New Approach, but with him not coming out, Darley offered Lonro at a good price, so we took him up on that, and she'll head to the Hunter Valley when the foal's about a couple of weeks old, and need to be served by Lonro. So all in all, everything's ticking along pretty well in the stables, and for winter time, and we're looking forward to probably the next 6 to 12 months sure our horses will start to fire up a lot. We might be a bit quiet again for the next few months, just till we get all our young ones up and going and they get a few runs under their belt. But very pleased with the group of young horses that we have coming through, and may there be many winners. Cheers.